City Council meeting for Pasadena, Texas, December 15, 2020, 6 p.m. Today we'll have Jenny Wagner do the invitation. After that, play Losing by Councilman and Cody Green. If everybody would please stand. Step up there, please.
We can go in prayer together, please. Thank you, dear Heavenly Father, that we can come in this free nation, this free place, to be able to pray to you and ask you for the blessings that you have bestowed upon us in this month of celebration for your Son Jesus' birthday. Thank you, Lord, that we can gather in this place and just we have a mayor and council here that we are proud of, that are working together and that will continue to work together to move the city forward, Lord. Just have them know that you're in charge, really, and that we need to look to you for the guidance that we need to guide this city and to seek the wisdom from you that they need and that we need to lead the city in the way they should. We thank you, Lord, and just let's celebrate this month for your Son Jesus, because this is the reason for the season. All this we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And may I say happy birthday today, Jenny?
Oh, happy birthday.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
You hear Councilman Harrison saying happy birthday to you, Jenny? That's hilarious. Councilman Wheeler.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Take the opportunity to be safe. I know they're recommending not to do any traveling and to keep households kind of separate. I know we did that during Thanksgiving. If you absolutely have to see someone, get tested. There are places to go get tested, be tested often. This is an opportunity and a time where a lot of times we get with our parents and grandparents. There's a lot of elderly, and that's who this virus is really hitting hard. So make sure you're taking all your precautions. Make sure you're being tested. And if you're getting tested with the swab, it takes about 4 days to get your test results back. So before you plan to do that, make sure you get tested. Be safe. And with that, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Caton.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. With that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Bass.
Thank you for tuning in. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. We hope 2021 will be much more productive and a much better year than we've just gone through. Sometimes the valleys make you appreciate the mountains. With that, I'll pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Shingbin.
Good evening, everyone, and I too would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We've been through a lot this past year, and thank goodness this year is just about over. And we do have 2021 going to be starting us off fresh. But there's been a lot of tragedy this past year. We've lost loved ones. Friends of ours have become sick. They've lost their businesses. They've had to basically shut down their social lives and social activities, and it's impacted every one of us. But there is a ray of hope. The vaccine is reaching people as we speak. It's being delivered to our first responders. It was delivered to MD Anderson today, and more vaccines will be out there. And it is a personal preference on taking the vaccine. I know there's folks that are 100% behind it. There's folks that are 100% against it. But the thing is that we need to do what we can to reclaim our life and to move forward and get past this. Please don't forget, we've had vaccines for polio. We've had vaccines for the measles, the mumps, the flu shot. So please consider your options. Let's get past this so that we can move forward and be back to the great society that we once were. And with God's help and God's guidance, we'll make it. But Merry Christmas and have a great time with your families this holiday season.
Thank you,
That I
sir.
pass.
Councilman Andy Barr.
Next council meeting won't be for about 3 weeks. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's, and enjoy your time with your family. That'll pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Lehman.
I also want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I want to thank Charlie Genzer for his years of service with the city and wish him well in his retirement. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You bet. Councilman Harrison.
Thank you, Mayor. Tina Miller, City Controller's Office, she's retiring. I want to say I appreciate her dedicated work all these years in the Controller's Office, and I wish her future in her retirement to be nothing but happiness. And all city employees, this has really been a tough year. I want to appreciate the work that y'all done in the past year. With your dedication and fortitude, this city is continuing to move forward. And I appreciate all city employees, even the citizens out there. It's been a real tough year on everybody. And I look forward to 2021, where we can move forward in this city. But lastly, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Castelos.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. I know this, again, everybody's kind of said this year's been kind of crazy, and we really hope that next year we can start having people come to council meetings. It's important for you guys to be here. I know you guys are tuning in, but it's a little bit different feel. All of us sit down here on the floor and up top, so it's a little bit strange, but we'll get through it. We always will. We always do. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I also want to take this time to congratulate my daughter, Cassandra. She will be graduating from U of H here in the next couple of days with a bachelor's degree, and I'm so proud of her. She's busted her tail, so congratulations, sweetheart. Also, I would like to say there was a officer-involved shooting over the weekend with a Pasadena officer, and I want to send out a prayer to the victim's family, the victim, and also the officer that was involved. It's never a good thing whenever somebody's life's taken and an officer's put in that position. And I just want to say that my prayers are with that officer, his family, and also the victim's family. That I pass.
Thank you, sir. Okay, citizens wishing to speak to council. First is Stephen Alvarez.
Good evening, everyone. A lot of y'all know my situation. I follow the rules. The reason why my hair is long, because I haven't went to get a haircut because of COVID. Just following rules. I followed rules back then and retrieved a permit from the city after 8 months of evaluation. I was given permits. I went forward with what the permits are asking me to do. I'm just trying to be a good son and take care of my mother who's suffering from dementia. Now I have not only the medical bills, but now I have COVID bills. Those are coming in, which means that we're all suffering. I'm one of the ones who lost a family member because of COVID-19. I'm doing all I can to keep my mother safe. Now I have legal bills because the city's coming after me for doing what they gave me permits to do. I'm still struggling with that. And if anybody or all can come together and say, hey, we gotta do something to help Mr. Alvarez out. We let him down this path, and now he's suffering financially because the special interests, and you know what I'm talking about, special interests, Bill thing. You like Ralph Morrissey. So when you have these special interests like this, and they go up against neighbors that are just doing the right thing. All I'm saying is there's something that maybe the conjoined of y'all can do to help me out in my situation and not have to battle this legal fight with the city. I mean, it's not hard for all y'all to come together and try to do something and just pull the city off of me. mean, my mother, she's happy to have someone like me. I didn't just throw her in a home because she has dementia. I'm fighting for her today. I'm fighting. That's the reason why I'm here, because I'm fighting for her now. That's all I'm asking. If the city can put their heads together and say, hey, we led Mr. Alvarez down this path. He didn't try to go against the grain with deed restrictions or anything. He came to the city after 8 months of evaluation from the city. Now he's in a situation. But what was he doing? He was just doing good. When does a good person get another shot of doing good? How many times we hear a story about a drunk driver who was already put in jail once, but then he got another chance to do it again? Just support the good is all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong, but working hard for a family. Just like Mr. Wagner up there, he sends these out of our tax dollars, my tax dollars. He sends these to everybody. That's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for this.
That's not tax dollars, sir, but thank you, sorry for your loss. Okay, Robert Jeter.
Good evening, council. You know, I'm glad that all of our officers made it home safe from that police-involved shooting. You hate to see stuff like that going on in our city, but I'm glad that there was no officers injured. And that is a consolation we will gladly accept. You know, it's been a long, tough year for everyone, but I think we've learned a lot this year about how our city works and different things, different lessons and takeaways. And I'll just review some. One of those is secure our elections. Another is honor and remembering those we lost. Following the Constitution. Don't close the beaches. The state constitution prevents that. Use proper procedure in all of our dealings. Only legislate on sound data. Stand up to government overreach. Use good hygiene practices. Protect and preserve local businesses. Protesting is a right, rioting is a wrong. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to Pasadena City Council and all the citizens of Pasadena. Thank you, Council.
Thank you, sir. Martin Rain.
How's everybody?
Great.
Good.
I know a few of you gentlemen have known me a while. Thomas, Jeff. Got your Christmas card, thank you.
You're
Family
welcome.
looks good. Reason why I'm here is in support of Mr. Alvarez. I live within sight of the addition that he's built. It's nice, it looks nice, it doesn't harm the looks with the neighborhood at all. And you know, I'm really confused how, I don't know how the system works as far as the city giving him a permit, right, to build it. And then you have a deed restriction. Okay, so there's a struggle there. I don't understand all the legal ramifications, but I'm here to say that the building that he's built looks nice. Doesn't do anything to harm the neighborhood. So I just wanted to show my support for Mr.
Thank you for that.
Alvarez. I heard you say something about COVID testing. You know, you can get a rapid test at CDS in Deer Park, and also that that one clinic which is over off of the Beltway and Preston. You know, that clinic over there, you go, my wife had to have some procedures, and she got a rapid test over there. So, but anyway, hey, wish everybody Merry
Thank you for the
Christmas.
information. Yes, sir, thank you.
And, thanks for your time.
Joseph Thomas.
Mayor, Council, back on July the 29th, 1984, the American Legion Post 521 received an F-4D fighter jet from the Air Force Reclamation Center, and we dedicated it to the POWs and MIAs from all wars and conflicts involving the United States of America. Unfortunately, over the years,
That plane has dealt with a lot of Texas weather and Gulf Coast weather more specifically. Over the last 2 weeks, a group under the Coating Society of Houston has come together and donated mint, material, and labor to get this plane redone. This Saturday at 10 a.m., we will be unveiling the plane. We invite all the citizens of Pasadena and this council to be there with us. That's my good story. My other part today is, as a veteran, I recognize, as well as the VA, that we have this thing called PTSD. It affects veterans from every conflict that we've ever been in. Back then, they used to call it shell shock. A conflict, a battle is a battle. It doesn't matter if it's happening on the streets of Fallujah, if it happens on the streets of Pasadena. A battle is a battle. We have members of our police department, our fire department, and our EMTs who have seen things that most people can't deal with. And they do have what we call PTSD. I have a problem with people not being able to get treated. And I'm not blaming anybody here, I'm not blaming the city. What I'm saying is, I feel like I've come here before the city council for the last 7 years, and I've talked about everything the American Legion does to support our first responders. And we do nice things. We give them awards, we make breakfast for them, we feed them lunch. What we're doing now is, starting next week, we're going to be offering counseling. We're going to have group meetings for anybody, any veteran or any first responder that hears my voice, that gets into contact with me. We will be having group sessions and individual sessions to help them with their issues. I'm not going to release the date, time, or location of those meetings. What I would ask is that they contact me directly at 713-859-7603. And we will arrange for them to have that counseling that they need. It's time. They need it. We're here to support them.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, brings us down to presentation of minutes, December 1st, 2020, 10 a.m.
Motion.
Motion by Lehman,
Second.
second by Ibarra. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Brings us down to progress payments.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine.
Second.
Second Bass. Any questions?
Mayor,
Who said, yes, sir, go ahead.
today they had bid tabulations for a particular project in District A, the wafer between Harris and Southmore. The bids came in today, so hopefully within the next couple of months, they'll start breaking grounds. And this is wafer between Harris and Southmore. That'll pass.
Okay, sir. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Brings down to finance resolutions.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine.
Second.
Second Harrison. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Brings down to personnel changes A, B, and C.
Motion.
Motion Lehman. Second Ibarra. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
We have one no. Castelos. Madam Secretary, brings us down to final readings.
Ordinance number 2020-153, 2020-169, 2020-170, 2020-171, 2020-172, 2020-173, 2020-174, 2020-175, 2020-176, 2020-177, and 2020-178.
Motion.
Motion Caton.
Mayor, I just have one reservation.
Yes, sir.
Did I hear that correct? 2021 or 2020?
I heard 2020.
2020. I'm saying
You
2020.
heard that, well, another council meeting, but maybe you're right, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's 2020.
It's 2020.
Okay, sir.
2020, I heard 2021, the whole thing. Anyway, that's.
Okay.
Well, okay, if you said it, make it 20, it's corrected.
Yeah.
We need a second.
Second.
Second by Bass. Any questions?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, ordinance 2020-169. I voted against this last meeting. I'm gonna stay true to that, and I'm not gonna be supporting it.
Okay.
I believe that this parking lot that at the fairgrounds, it's gonna be funded by Second Century and some other monies here with the city. Or excuse me, the Economic Development Group, not Second Century, but the Economic Development Group's got projects going around, and matter of fact, I had Shaw Street going in, and come to find out the engineering that was done on that, they don't have enough money to do that, so they're cutting the streets a little bit short, and now they're taking that money or other funds to do the parking lot at the fairgrounds. So I just think that, again, that the EDC, everybody just kind of needs to take a step back and make sure that when they go out and do a project, that they do it start to finish and make sure they're gonna do what they say they're gonna do. And it seems like every project that we do, there's always some issue or there's not enough money or not enough funding. They say, oh, we got it engineered and we hired consultants to do all this engineering and stuff, and come to find out it's not done correctly. So we're spinning our wheels, spending a lot of extra money for things that just aren't done right. So that being said, I'm not gonna be supporting it. I think we can use this money in other ways. We can finish Shaw Street, we can get Preston done, we can do a lot of things in the city.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Any other comment?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
I'd like to see if the council will actually defer this. So Councilmember Casados is partially right. This project is basically $3 million. $2 million is actually going to come from the hotel motel tax that could actually only be used at the convention center or the historic district.
Correct.
So, but there is $1 million that's actually coming out from the EDC. And last I looked at the budget last week, I think we still have about $6 million in the hotel motel tax. And I'd like to see if the council, if I can get a second to defer this, is to see if we can pull that $1 million out of the hotel motel tax instead of the EDC.
Well, with that information there, sir, if I may.
Yes, sir.
This is phase one. We still need money to do the parking in the front of the convention center. So that's going to be several more $1 million. So this is phase one. So the money in the HOP funds will be used for just what you're saying, but we need to separate this. And with the help of the EDC, we're able to do this.
Mayor, if I can get my 1 minute back. So the problem, part of the problem that I got is that it was said that Shaw was going to be done all the way down to McMaster, and that's what was advertised, and that was what was told to the citizens out there in District A. Come to find out, this project has been engineered, I don't know how many times, at least 10 times, if not more. And they ended up, there was some utility rights issues out there, and they ended up cutting the project down there at North Randall. So they didn't finish another quarter mile of the project that was told to the citizens they were going to do. So like I said, I'd like for us to look at it and maybe see if we can't fund this particular project to finish it the way it was told to the citizens. With that, I'll pass, Mayor.
Sir, on the last, may I answer that real quick? On the, excuse me, I'm so sorry. What we designed and what we're paying for is exactly, on the last design and stuff, exactly what we're doing. Nothing's been cut short. Yeah, in the past, they talked about whole Shaw. The survey that we took was exactly what we're building. So nothing's being cut short and no money's being spent unwisely out there. So,
No, I'm not saying that it's being unwisely. What
Okay.
I'm saying, if you go out there and look at the sign and what was told,
Okay.
it was going to go all the way to McMaster. They
Well,
cut it short
again,
at North Randall.
it's designed
That's
exactly
the
as
sign
designed.
that the city
Okay, sir.
printed
Thank you.
out. I didn't put that sign out there. The city did.
Right, appreciate the comment. Okay, any other comment? With that, all in favor? Any opposed?
No.
No on 169 for me.
Okay, we have, yeah, on 169, we have no, Wheeler, Casados, Ibarra. Okay, yes, and everything else passes. Okay, Madam Secretary brings us down to first readings.
Ordinance 2020-179, authorizing and approving annual consulting agreement by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas, and Gallagher Benefit Services, Inc., and appropriating the amount of $94,500 benefits guide and wrap document $5,000 plus $1,000 respectively. Ordinance 2020-180, authorizing and approving an agreement by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas, and LJA Engineering, Inc. for assistance with Harris County regulations and compliance requirements related to the floodplain development for the City of Pasadena for a total appropriation $74,500. Ordinance 2020-181, authorizing and approving an agreement with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives for the purpose of reimbursement of overtime salary costs and other costs up to $18,000 $449 with prior ATF approval, including but not limited to travel, fuel, training, and equipment incurred by the Pasadena Police Department in providing resources to assist ATF for work already performed in the department, in providing resources to assist AFT for work already performed in fiscal year 2020 and paid from the fiscal year 2020 Police Department budget. Ordinance 2020-182, amending Ordinance 2019-157, which adopted the annual budget for the fiscal year 2020 for the city of Pasadena, Texas. Ordinance 2020-183, authorizing and approving the acceptance of an award from the Office of Justice Programs, fiscal year 2020, Patrick Leahy Bulletproof Vest Partnership Catalog of Federal Domestic Assistance, number 16607, in the amount of $4,461.11. Ordinance 2020-184, granting to Lone Star NGF Mount Bellevue LP the right, privilege, and franchise of permit to lay, replace, construct, repair, maintain, operate, and remove one 6-inch pipeline riding on and across parcels of land in the center line and route of which is shown on the attached plats, AMS courses, and distances descriptions in the attached Exhibit A, incorporated herein for all purposes, all in the corporate limits of the city of Pasadena, Texas, and in accordance with plans and specifications heretofore filed with the Department of Public Works and the Department of Planning, prescribing the terms and conditions under which said right, privilege, franchise, and permit is granted, and providing for acceptance. Ordinance 2020-185, accepting, approving, and adopting the valuations and assessment of industrial districts properties lying within the extraterritorial jurisdiction of the city of Pasadena for the 2020 tax year, and based upon the provisions of the contract agreements, distributing the applicable funds in the appropriate general fund accounts of the city, providing for a repealing clause and containing a severability clause. And Ordinance 186, amending the Code of Ordinances of the city of Pasadena, Texas, at Chapter 9, Buildings and General Building Regulations by amending Article 1 in general, Article 3, Building Code, Article 4, Setback Requirements, Article 9, Floodplain Damage Prevention, and Article 10, Landscaping of Non-Residential Sites, providing a repealing clause, savings clause, providing for severability, and providing for a penalty.
So moved.
Motion by Bass. Second by Harrison. Excuse me. Any question?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
I didn't get a chance to thoroughly review this. I still got a couple of questions, so I'm going to vote no at this particular first reading, and then I'll evaluate on the second reading. That'll
Okay,
pass.
sir. Appreciate that. Any other question?
Mayor?
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, on ordinance, the G, for the industrial district, I
Yes.
will be, I work in the industrial district, I'm gonna abstain from this.
Okay.
And if I could, 2 minutes on item D.
Yeah, sure,
As far
go
as the amending the ordinance on the annual, the budget, I'm not gonna be supporting this. I didn't support the budget during the budget time. And a lot of the things that we're doing here, we're moving money from one department to another, and some of the things that I see in there as far as moving money over, professional services. We do a lot of professional services here, and these are unbid contracts that this administration gives to different engineering firms and engineering companies to do the engineering for our street projects and whatnot. And again, we're just not seeing the projects being done. They're being cut short, being resurveyed. I think the last, what the mayor was talking about as far as Shaw Street was that it was resurveyed to make the money work of how far they could go, because the sign says where it's supposed to go and it's not doing that. So, you know, this money is not being spent wisely. It's matter of fact, that money, if they want to do something with it, take that money out, use it, start pouring concrete, start doing more sidewalks, start doing the things that the citizens want to see done.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your comment. Any other comment?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
when we amend a budget, it's an accepted legal practice. It's standards of principles of accounting. When you have one line item in the budget that either exceeds expectations or is depleted in funds, you have the ability to move around funds within those categories to balance your budget, to utilize the funds to be able to use them on other projects. So if you eliminate the ability to move around funds from one line item to another, they just sit there in limbo forever. They don't help anybody. And it's not a standard accounting principle that enables you to go out and better your city. We're not adding money to the budget. We're not taking money away from the budget. We still have the same budgeted amount. all we're doing is accounting for the deficiencies and the surpluses to better effectively utilize the funds that we have. With that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No on H
No on D.
and D.
Okay,
Salidos on D, Ibarra on H.
okay.
Okay, brings us down to resolutions.
Resolution 2020-150, authorizing the Pasadena Parks and Recreation Department to accept $5,000 in grant funds from USDA for the Harry Taylor Tennis Center Court Resurfacing Project. Resolution 2020-151, approving an interlocal agreement between the Harris County, Texas, a body corporate and politic under the laws of the state of Texas, acting by and through its sheriff office, and the city of Pasadena, Texas, a home rule city of the state of Texas, pursuant to the Interlocal Corporation Act, Texas Government Code, Section 791-001 to 791-030. Resolution 2020-152, authorizing the mayor of the city of Pasadena on behalf of the Pasadena Police Department to accept a donation from the Pasadena Police Citizen Academy Alumni Association of 30 shirts valued at $462 for the Blue Family Thanksgiving event held on November 23rd, 2020. Resolution 2020-153, authorizing the mayor of the city of Pasadena on behalf of the Pasadena Police Department to accept a donation from the Pasadena Police Citizen Academy Alumni Association, who paid $1,534.73 for the services of Phoenix Design Group that provide lighting, sound equipment, and materials for the enclosure, as well as the labor for construction and assembly of the Christmas theme drive through for the Officer Center program held on December 5, 2020 for the citizens of Pasadena. Resolution 2020-154, releasing permanent maintenance by the city of Pasadena of the water and sanitary lines within the vacated plat of Preston Park Medical Plaza, and Resolution 2020-155, accepting final acceptance of Hidden Cove for the permanent maintenance of the 28-foot paved roads, 6-inch water lines, 8-inch sanitary sewer lines, and 18-inch storm sewer lines constructed within the Plat dedicated rights-of-way and easements, and accepting a 5-foot drainage easement as shown in Exhibit A.
So moved.
Motion by Harrison,
Second.
second by Ibarra. Any questions?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
I just want to commend the chief and Pasadena Police Department. They're doing, every year they do an outstanding job trying to reach the kids in need. I know in District A and all over the city, they're always constantly giving out bikes and different toys to those that are underprivileged. So I just want to commend them for their hard work. That'll pass.
Thank you, sir. All in favor?
Mayor?
Go, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, sir.
I'd also like to thank the police department for the Officer Santa program. They've been doing this for many years, and it really does provide some joy at Christmas for a lot of kids that otherwise wouldn't have it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, you bet. All in favor? Go ahead, sir.
Pasadena Fire Department. Everybody, they do a great job too.
Yes, they do.
Protect our city and give us toys and you too.
Thank you, sir. All in favor?
Mayor,
Go ahead, sir.
since we're on the giving and giving credit, our Pasadena police officers, our volunteer firemen, our citizens of Pasadena, and believe it or not, folks, our city council members, my fellow city council members, give back to the community, and we're grateful for our city, and we're grateful for the people in our city, and with that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Now, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This meeting is adjourned. God bless.